Twice a month on a Friday, Vivienne and Lenita prowl the dimly lit streets of Cubao, a commercial district in the Philippines' most populous city. They check on much younger women, streetwalkers, whom they call sisters.
Merong nagpapakaunseling sa amin. Kunyari, merong mga problem sa mga kapulisan, yan, mga sinusumbong nila sa amin, mga nilalapit nila sa amin yan.
Vivienne and Lenita used to ply the streets of Cubao in the 1990s too, offering paid sex to customers. They wanted out almost as soon as they were introduced to the profession, but feared their survival was at stake.
Ang iniisip ko kasi, kung kunyari aalis na ako doon, ano yung magiging alternate ko? Hindi ko kaya yung maglabandera. Ano yung baga ko, yung parang mahina lang. Tapos naisip ko pati, sino namang tatanggap sa akin, yung mga ganon.
In the Philippines, prostitution is considered a crime committed by women alone. The police often raid nightclubs and arrest women in the streets. Bail is $50, equivalent to a week's income for women like Vivienne and Lenita, who work 6 hours a night, servicing at least 3 customers. Vivienne recalls being arrested 40 to 50 times and staying in jail for a total of 2 years in her 7 years as a prostitute. Lenita says her experience is no different from Vivienne, except that police often ask her for free sex or money in exchange for her freedom. In 2002, after 7 years in the flesh trade, Vivienne was finally able to get out. Jean Enriquez, head of the Coalition Against Trafficking of Women Asia Pacific, or CATW, took her under her wing, providing Vivienne with counseling and financial support.
Mahabang proseso mahaba yan. Pero iyan ang pinagpapasalamat ko talaga ng gusto sa Coalition. Hindi ako binitawan ni Ma'am Jean. Kung binitawan niya siguro ako, baka nasa prostitution pa rin ako.
Inspired by their own experiences, Vivienne, together with 4 contemporaries in the profession, rescued also by the Coalition, formed Bagong Kamalayan Collective in 2004 to educate and fight for the rights of prostituted women. They wanted to rescue their sisters from the flesh trade. According to CATW, there are over 5,000 prostitutes in Quezon City alone. Bagong Kamalayan's first few years were tough. Abusive policemen continued to harass streetwalkers. Earning a decent living was most difficult. Vivienne struggled with the temptation of going back to the streets.
Pinakamahirap talaga ang makita mo ang anak mo walang nakakain. Wala akong trabaho noon. Magkano lang yung kinikita ko. Naglilinis lang ako ng bahay. 350 lang nung time na yun.
But there was something to be so proud and happy about for the group. In 2005, Quezon City passed an ordinance protecting prostituted women from arrest. CATW Asia Pacific had been lobbying for it for years. Bagong Kamalayan makes sure that the ordinance is enforced.
Pumupunta kami sa street, makikipag-usap. Kung minsan naaktuan namin na hinuhuli sila, yun nandun kaagad kami. Tapos kinukuha namin sila. Minsan pa nga, dadalhin nila sa korte. At pagdating sa korte, nakikiusap talaga kami sa judge na huwag nang parusahan yung mga babae. Madalas naman, nakukuha namin ng walang piyansa.
After 6 years of visiting the streets, the ordinance is finally fully implemented today. Now, police arrest the pimps and patrons instead of the prostitutes. Streetwalkers of Cubao say cases of abuse have decreased significantly. Aside from the street visits, the group now rents a small apartment as a halfway house for streetwalkers. Bagong Kamalayan counts over 300 members. Of these, only 30 are active in the organization, but only 10 of them are completely out of the sex trade. The group realizes that it needs to step up its efforts.
Kung marami din sa mga yon ay natural, ayaw na rin sa sitwasyon na ganon. Kaya lang, yun nga talagang problema talaga ay yung umalis sila doon, anong kapalit ng kabuhayan nila?
Just last year, Bagong Kamalayan formed a cooperative for active members. They now manage a small canteen.
Matagal na yan na pinangarap namin na magkaroon ng mapagkukunan talaga at makapagbigay ng trabaho o makapaglikha ng trabaho sa kababayan. Eventually kasi, yun yung gusto namin pag makasubsidiya sa organisasyon namin.
The group still has a long way to go in fulfilling its mission. But Vivian says it has already helped her and other women tremendously. Vivian and Lenita have kept their past from their children, but they tell them of their advocacy and lifetime mission.
Pamilya kasi talaga yung tingin namin at tulungan kung sino may problema. Kahit nga umalis na sa amin, umalis na yung babae, bumalik siya sa prostitution. Pag nagdesisyon siya na bumalik sa amin, tinatanggap pa rin namin at kahit pa ulit na nangyayari yun, tinatanggap at tinatanggap namin. Kasi kung pagsasara namin sila ng pinto, sino pa ang tatanggap, di ba? Kundi kami din lang.
Vivian and Lenita call themselves survivors. Both can't wait for the time when all their sisters become survivors as well.